I have come to the conclusion that in order to boast of low murder rates, the authorities, the RGPF, is refusing to treat certain cases declared as such. Recently, the case of Andrew Frederick, found dead at his home in Lance Aux Epines, St. George's.
Frederick's lifeless body was discovered on Monday, January 2nd, 2026, under circumstances relatives describe as violent. The home appeared ransacked, and there were visible injuries on his body, leading family members to suspect foul play. Despite apparent signs of homicide, police have not publicly indicated whether anyone has been questioned or arrested in connection with the case.
We speak, and he's very close to us, and we speak to him and his mother so many times per day. But on the 2nd of January, they spoke. He and his girlfriend spoke until roughly 10 or 11 that night.
Yeah.
Saturday morning, we tried to contact him because I usually phone bright and early, his mother. We could not get in touch with him. I think she even emailed him the same night, the Friday night, but he didn't respond. So we got a bit worried. All Saturday, no response from him, no response. That was January the 3rd, yeah. So we asked someone to check the hospitals, institutions to see whether he's been admitted there or accident or whatever. It was all clear. So we asked them to check the house to see if his vehicle is there. The vehicle was there. So on the Sunday morning, we asked a friend to go to the house, get a ladder to get over the wall, and go around the house and see whether they could find him.
Okay.
The person went around the house, around the back door was open, and they found him, dead, basically in a pool of blood. Lying there. And the place was, you say ransack here, but what's the word? It was vandalized.
Yes,
totally vandalized.
According to the family member who chose to remain anonymous, the family engaged a professional pathologist from Trinidad and Tobago and a crime scene investigator. Based on their findings, they believe that Frederick's death was a homicide. Frederick was discovered after repeated attempts to contact him by phone failed, prompting someone to check on him at his home.
We had to arrange our own autopsy before we leave London. So we arranged our own autopsy, and we've got the autopsy report, which we got on this, I don't know, the 6th or the 16th of January. Okay. We also instructed, that was a pathologist. We also instructed a crime scene investigator, which we've got their report as well. The police got all of that at our expense. Okay. We really don't know what's going on with the police because they agreed, because Professor Daisley from Trinidad, we appointed, and the police say, well, they won't carry out their own autopsy because they know Professor Daisley and they'll accept his findings. Okay. But what they're saying is a suspicious death. Yes, is it suspicious? It is suspicious, but I don't know what they're doing about it. They say they're doing an investigation behind the scene, but I'm not too sure if they're following up all the necessary leads. Maybe they are. I'm not too sure what they're doing.
Police investigations into the case continue. Maxine Entwine for MTV News.
Thank you, MTV. Speaking to a close family member of the deceased Andrew Frederick, Professor Daisley, a private pathologist, was brought in to do the autopsy on Andrew Frederick. According to Professor Daisley, Andrew Frederick's cause of death suspicious, with blunt force trauma to the head. He bled to death. On Monday, the 13th of January, the autopsy report was released, which pronounced the death of Andrew Frederick as a homicide. 5 weeks now To date, Andrew Frederick was found at his home in Lance Aux Epines, dead, by a family friend who was asked by his family who lives in the UK to go check on him. Since the last time they heard from him was on Friday, the 2nd of January, 2026. On Saturday, the 3rd of January, 2026, there was no communication. They couldn't reach him. And since they communicated every day, sometimes more than once for the day, they became worried. On Sunday, the 4th of January, still unable to reach Andrew, a family friend was asked to go check on him and found him dead. 5 weeks later, to date, the RGPF, the magistrate, the DPP, is yet to make it official that Andrew Frederick's death, that Andrew Frederick was murdered, really. According to the RGPF, Andrew Frederick fell and hit his head, had a huge laceration over his right eye, as I was told by the family member. There was splatter of blood everywhere. The house ransacked, like there was a struggle, but to the authority, it was just an unkept house. Why does it seem like the authorities are trying to discard facts? Is it to keep down the murder rate? On paper, that is, because the autopsy is saying something different. The family of Andrew Frederick are seeking justice for their loved ones. Andrew Frederick was a Grenadian, like all of us, born of Grenadian parentage, his father from St. John's, his mother from La Digue. Although he was born in the UK, he came to Grenada at the age of 7 or 8 thereabout and did primary school here for a little bit, returned to the UK, then returned to Grenada as a teenager because he fell in love with Grenada ever since the first time he came here. As a teenager, he attended the Westmoreland Secondary School, Tempe St. George. He then returned to reside here as an adult. Part of the reason was to help look after his grandparents who live here in Grenada. Here is his grandmother pleading for justice for her grandson.
I'm Andrew's grandmother. Andrew was my right hand. Andrew was so good to me. I couldn't do without him. I miss him so much. Who could do a thing like that to a human being? Who could kill Andrew and get away with it? Andrew is so kind. He will go out of his way to help anybody. He's loving, he's kind, he's genuine. And Andrew, I miss you so much. I miss you so much. As you could see, I'm old and disabled, partly disabled. What am I doing without Andrew now? God only knows. If anybody hear anything or see anything, please come forward. You can't let a mother go and let him do it to somebody else. Please come forward.
How touching, you know? It's really, really, really sad.